Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at which banners you should consider summoning on for the World Tournament, the 52nd World Tournament. Now there's always 3 banners with every single World Tournament. You get the World Tournament banner, which obviously you can summon on at any time. This presents World Tournament only units that generally are thematically World Tournament units, and also on top of that as well, it's the only way to get World Tournament LRs if you do not get them as rewards from the World Tournament. So units like Int Piccolo, for example, this will be how you get those units. So overall, you can summon this banner whenever. There is a new Yamcha, it looks pretty cool. General Tao got a ZZA, and overall, I think it's always okay to pull the trigger. It just depends on you. For me, the 2 debatable banners is always the General Pool SSR banner, and then you have the World Tournament Rewards banner. Now, the General Pool SSR banner this time around doesn't have too many crazy units, but it does have 3 that are very interesting. So the first is this Goku. Not that he's insane, but he actually is surprisingly very, very good, and could be a very useful unit. He's also an orb changer, so you could find a lot of usability for him. The next is this World Tournament Supports Krillin. This guy is really good. If he has 80% damage reduction before super attack and 40% damage reduction after super attack, he can have decent raw stats, and he's a 40% World Tournament support. He's a very, very good unit. Obviously World Tournament's a little bit niche, but he does support some big crucial units, especially if you look at like Tech, Goku. He fits on the Earthbred Fighters team. Very, very nice. Tien, I just don't find the same usability out of him. He's a solid unit, but just not the same. Yajirobe, I think, is an interesting support for Saiyan Saga. But the main one that I want to talk about is Future Mai. A great unit, and if you don't have it for your Future Saga team, a unit that could potentially be very, very crucial for you. She's incredibly tanky. She is a great support, and she's very solid and can provide that little bit of necessary performance for your Time Travelers Future Saga team. So definitely very good. Now, before we talk about the World Tournament Rewards banner, it's important to note that these units can be earned as, some of these units can be earned as mission rewards. So whenever you summon on this banner, be careful and check that the unit you want to summon for isn't actually a mission reward, because then you're summoning for no reason. Now, this banner overall has some interesting choices this time around. I think for me, the choices are not too spectacular. Strength Gohan, who just got a ZZA, looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of how he looks, but we'll see how he operates, of course, after EZA. Then you have Tech Cell. He actually looks pretty interesting. Is probably the most interesting option right now, outside of the Kale and Caulifla. I do want to mention the Kale and Caulifla. I've used the Caulifla to complete Blue Zone stages, and I've used the Kale to complete Blue Zone stages. They are surprisingly good. They are very limited, but if you're a Universe 6 fanatic, they could be very useful towards your team. Then we also have the AGL Vegito, a very, very nice unit overall. We have Int Gohan, who's solid, if not unspectacular. I think he suffers from Android Cell Saga not being amazing. And then we have, obviously, Chi-Chi. Now, I'll say on this banner, you do have Kale and Caulifla, Cell, Vegito, and I think overall a pretty solid selection of units. I think, though, for me, it's going to depend if you need the supports. They're very strong supports on the General Pool banner. If you need them specifically to round out your team, go there. Otherwise, generally, go for the World Tournament.